snapback. This is Brixton on it with a little patch, black, brimmed. Well, people get shout outs. I mean, look at this. You best not get a shout out before me. I'm not sure. We'll see. I am a teacher. Any advice for my students who are also ADHD? I don't know. Like, medically speaking, I don't know. I was pretty hyperactive though as a kid, and it turned out that for me it was mostly just like an anxiety thing. But I don't know. Be patient with them. That's what I would say. Kids sometimes they're wild. I got my own kids. They're wild. I don't know whether they got. I mean, kids have lots of things that they deal with. A lot of pressure, people telling them what to do all the time. So I don't have any like official advice for you with your students, but I would say be patient with them. That's the best. And if you want a better country, take care of those kids because they'll be running it soon. Let's see here. Do I like touring in Ireland? I do. But you gotta get some promoters to give me some shows there too. That's the deal. I don't know if that's a diagnosis anymore. Somebody's asking me if ADHD is a diagnosis. I don't know. These are hot topics. I'm handling a hot topic right now. Look at this. I don't know. I don't know about diagnosis. I don't know if a diagnosis it could help. Maybe it doesn't help. I think that the thing is you got to deal with your circumstance and you got to just try to do it the best you can, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes a diagnosis will help though because it'll tell you what you're working with, But again, what do I know? It's not official medical advice, but it is definitely. I wasn't expecting to see you either, so. But that's my advice. If I was dealing with kids at a school scenario, hopefully you'd be back at that soon. My favorite punk band, tough. That's a tough question. My favorite punk band. Let's see. First of all, do we consider the Pogues a punk band? Because if the Pogues are a punk band, Pogues might be my favorite punk band. The Clash could be my favorite punk band, but at the same time, I know it's not the old school answer, but I was probably getting tattoos when a lot of you weren't born. And that's not like a cred thing. That's just that I'm old. So let me see. If I was going to talk about my favorite punk band, it would also possibly be Leatherface from over in England. So it's tough. Pogues are punk. That's what people are saying. That's what I'm hearing. But I'm going to say this answer too. Rancid might be my favorite punk band. I've been into that band since the first record came out because I used to ride BMX a lot. And when I was a kid, probably 11 years old, and this kid, an older kid, his name was Brian Storms. He had a car. He was the only one with a car, and he would play music. He'd just blast it out and leave the windows open and the doors open, and he would just play it for all of us kids. And we would ride our BMX down this like little dirt track behind a Burger King in Hackettstown, New Jersey, and it was before they leveled it out, and with the whatever construction equipment. But so he was the first one to play me. Like he played Op Ivy on there, and he played Rancid, and he played all these cool punk bands. And that was a thing, and that's where a lot of my education came from. That was before the internet, before any of that stuff. I didn't have an older brother to be like, or an older sister to be like, hey, check out these bands. So I just had to figure out everything basically on like 120 Minutes or on MTV or from like my friends. So they showed me all that something. Oh, I'm doing a Q&A today. I'll do plenty of playing, but today I'm just going to sit here and answer questions because I think that's something I want to do. So let's see. I think that Rancid does rule. You know what I mean? But there's a lot. There's a lot of punk. I don't have a Rancid tattoo. And it's weird. I don't have a Rancid tattoo and I don't have an Avail tattoo. And I really, really love both of those bands. So those are some of the early influences on me that I ever had. I'm trying to read as I'm going. But I think, you know what I think it is? It's The Dark End of the Street. But it's not the original version. It's Aretha Franklin's version. It's called The Dark End of the Street. It's also covered by the Afghan Wigs. And you can find that on their EP, What Jail Is Like. And that is a killer song. Killer song. Have I stopped smoking? Yeah, I stopped smoking a long time ago. No more smoking. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. Smoke's stupid. It's the worst thing you could do. Don't smoke. And if you do smoke, just stop. American Lung Association, they got a good program. I had to go to a program, tried to get hypnotized like everybody in LA told me to do. But I did it. It didn't work. I just fell asleep. So what I did was I had to go to like a program, like a real program, and I had a counselor and everything. And it wasn't like a Beverly Hills program. It was like you paid $100 and they gave you a 90-day course, and you basically went through. It was like, it wasn't like AA, but it was similar. Like the vibe was similar, where you had a counselor and you had people to check in with you. And maybe a lot of people don't need that help, to quit smoking, but I did. So good thing I didn't get heroin or something like that. It would have been a lot harder to kick. Anyway, but I kicked smoking. So American Lung Association, check it out. It's called Freedom from Smoking. That's the one. Do I still smoke weed? I never did smoke weed, so I don't do it. I don't know. I just never got into it. I don't judge, though. You want to smoke weed, that's your thing, but I just don't do it. How did the Once Upon a Time cover come about? Well, I discovered a band called Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise, like when I was in high school, and I just really loved that song. Loved it. And favorite Justin Townsend song is called Who Am I to Say? And I love that song, Once Upon a Time, Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise. Cool thing is, so this band was from, I think, Detroit, and they had a band together, and it was a couple guys from college, and they had a band, and they found this guy singing on the street. He was homeless, and I believe he was blind, and they just heard him singing, and they heard him singing like hymns, and they were like, yo, you're our singer. And then they pulled him in, signed to a major label, rest is history. Cool. Do I like Nina Simone? Nina Simone, I think, is the greatest singer to ever live, ever. I think that Nina Simone is one of my favorite. Nina Simone is actually what I listen to in my house all the time. Like if you stumble into the house, you'll hear Nina Simone quite a bit. And favorite beer? I don't drink beer either. So I don't have a favorite beer. I used to, but I don't anymore. I don't drink anything. Let's see. Favorite spot in Asbury, new or old? Would you ever do a pop-up shop at the Saint? I've been to the Saint plenty of times. I started playing shows a long time ago. I am a Lawrence Arms fan. I do like them very much. I do not have my high school yearbook. My favorite spot in Asbury? Oh man, that's tough to say. So there's different spots. Favorite spot for food might be the Speak Eatery, but not good every day. You put on the pounds. You got to be careful. But that Speak Eatery is tight. There's tons of spots though. There's Rebel Supplies, a great clothing shop. You can get consignment clothes and stuff like that. Russo Music's down there. Cafe Volan. You want a coffee? Good stuff. I like the Brickwall Tavern too. They're always really good. Favorite Op Ivy song? That's too tough. Favorite Op Ivy song? Man, tons and tons of stuff. Tons of songs. I don't even know. I couldn't say. What am I driving? I drive like a normal car. I drive a Dodge Durango, but I drive the cheap version, not like the big version with all the RT and ST and all that. I just drive that thing because I gotta fit a lot of kids in that car, and I gotta fit a lot of stuff. The kids got stuff. Let me tell you about kids. They come with lots of stuff. So I covered You Got Lucky so well that you thought it was my song. It's not my song. It's Tom Petty. Your husband corrected you. First time I met Mike Ness? Probably on tour. They invited us on tour. Social D had Gaslight on tour a long time ago, and we, I met Mike Ness. He was cool to me. Like I caught him. Like everybody was like, he's scary, and he is scary. But he was pretty cool to me. He was always really cool. He's been really good to my kids, too. He's a nice man. I like him a lot. I wouldn't cross him, though. I did see him punch a punching bag one time. And like how boxers hit punching bags. And he was practicing in a trailer, and he was hitting the bag. I saw a video of it that Johnny showed me, Johnny Two Bags, guitar player for Social D. And he hit the bag so hard that the bag was swinging like this, like up and back, up and back. And if you think that that's not a feat, go in your basement right now and try and punch that punching bag and see how far it moves. It doesn't move very far. So hand off the microphone. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's actually helpful. My favorite color, it's like maroon. I think that's my favorite color. Maybe, but sometimes it's blue. I don't know. Something's gone wrong with the sound. My finger was in the cover of it. Am I gonna play with Eddie at Ohana? If Eddie has me, I'll be playing. Have I ever been to Carlos Bakery in New Jersey? I don't know. No, I probably won't. Let me see here. Silence. You like the cover of Silence? I like the original version of Silence. It's killer. Marshmallow song. It was good. Maroon's a good color though, right? It is. I think that. Strat or Telly? Telly. But I do have a Strat. I practice a lot on a Strat, which is weird. Favorite Philly venue to play? It's the Trocadero. It was always my favorite venue. It's one of my favorite venues to see a show too. I must have seen 500 shows at the Trocadero. What do I think when I see people with gaslight tats? What do you mean? I think that's awesome. I think that's cool. If anybody would get a tattoo of anything that you've done, like any kind of anything. Like if I was a painter and somebody got my paint brand on them, I would think that was awesome. Am I coming to Chicago? I am. But I got to be let out of the house. I'll tell you one thing. That's a window. I got to have these mini shades right here. You know why? My neighbors, the house is high. It's like high up. So I gotta close those blinds so they don't be creeping in here. I have to go bust them out. Right in between our right out here is a little like hallway outside, and there's a fence. And we caught a possum out there the other night. It was scary looking. I was trying to talk to him, like give him bread, but he was stuck. So I had to help him. I had to call this guy, the local guy, comes over and helps, like, save animals, doesn't hurt him. So I had to but let me tell you about a possum. Scary. Let's see. You can't, no creeping. You gotta. I had to get those custom made though. These things, custom made, custom fitted. So the possum's name, you know what? It's funny. I called him Henry. I don't know why, but I did. I named him Henry, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta go check out Henry," because he was stuck out there. There was like a little, okay. So we have this giant raccoon, and it's not cool giant. It's like scary giant. So we had to get a guy to come in here, and he's got this giant cage thing, and what he does is he comes and gets him. And here's the deal. He comes and he gets it. So if he catches him, he gets him and he takes him 6 miles away, and then he lets him go in in the woods, in an area where he could find a new home and not get hit by a car or not like have any of that stuff. But he doesn't hurt them. So that's the thing. But a possum got stuck in it. And so the possum was in there and he was like looking around, and I was like, well, I got to feed this guy. It's a Sunday. The guy's not coming until Monday. So clutch. But Neil and I know each other a little bit. We joke around that we're related. Let's see. How do I chill out when I'm not touring? Well, right now I get locked up in the house. That's it. That's the deal. Best Clash song. White Man and Hammersmith Palais. Best Clash song. Let's see here. Yeah, of course. It meant that my new record, someone's asking me, did it mean a lot to me to be number one in the Americana charts? It meant the world to me. Yeah, that's what I didn't expect that. And it was awesome. Think that, like, that's one of those things that you hope for, but you never could ever think is going to happen. It was cool though. Big time. Let's see. Best Pixies song. All right. Ready? It's the alternate version of Wave of Mutilation. It's the version that they did for the Pump Up the Volume soundtrack. It's slower. And that is the version that I love of the Pixies. I have seen the ZZ Top Netflix special, and I loved it. It was awesome. And someone is saying that my choice is wrong. No, it's not, because it's mine. But your choice is right for you. You know, if that's your favorite song. The ZZ Top Netflix special is pretty good. That drummer's wild, though, right? The dumbest thing a fan has shouted out of the show? I don't know. That's so many crazy things they've shouted out. I'll tell you, there was one spot I particularly don't like, but it's not in America, so it's fine. Let's see. Am I good at DIY and decorating? No. Bad. Collab with the Menzingers. I did collab with the Menzingers when we took them on tour a bunch of times. Now tell them they got to return the favor to me. What's up? What's up, Menzos? Do I have a favorite Neil Young song? I kind of do. There's a bunch, though. Like, I like Unknown Legend, but I also like Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold might be the best, in my opinion. Do I have a place in the UK? I don't. I have one place. I can't afford no two places. I got one. And then, let's see. Well, how did I feel about in 2018, we did a 59 song tour. We did a reunion with Gaslight. And how did I feel about it? Saw me in London, and it was wild. Yeah, no, I felt it was good. I felt it was good to give people a shot to go see the band. And then when they didn't, because we just kind of stopped early last time. And then it was good to go and like give people a chance to see it. And then like that way, they had it, you know, that way you could see it if in case we didn't do it again. So that's why I felt good. Let me see here. Someone threw a bra at Wilmy. I heard about that at the end of the show, that someone threw a bra. I thought that was very strange. I didn't see that the whole show. What TV shows am I watching during isolation? Well, I'm trying to start that season 3 of Ozark. That's what I'm trying to watch right now, because that show's intense. I watched a movie called The Hunt. I don't know that I would recommend it being like a top shelf movie, but it did have a cameo by Sturgill Simpson, and I really did like it. So that's what I'll say. Who wins in a boxing match, Mr. Chuck or Mr. Ness? Chuck Reagan or Mike Ness? I don't know. That's raw power right there. I'm not so sure. I don't know. That's tough. I mean, Mike is like a schooled boxer, but Chuck might chew your leg off. So I don't really know. Somebody said, oh, there's a squirrel out my window. He's looking at you guys. Let's see. I'm in New Jersey. And then, what's my favorite thing about Andy Diamond? That he loves the Beasties. The Beastie Boys, love them. Well, the next Brixton warehouse sale is going to be on Thursday, 2042. I have no idea. I don't work for Brixton. But I do like them, so they're homies. You did see me and Danny Clinch do Heart of Gold. It's good. Let's see. I love Mother Love Bone. I liked Mother Love Bone when I was really young. Green River, too. So it was good. Hey, Lila. Look at all this. I don't play golf. I don't play golf. I don't. I'm not too much of a sports, like that kind of, sports. I don't really do that. What's my writing process? Like, how do I find creativity? I'll tell you what, that's a hard thing sometimes. The thing is to stay, like, you have to try and stay inspired, and you have to try and stay engaged with things that excite you, which sometimes can be difficult to do, especially if you get in the routine. You're going to work, you're going to school, you got kids, you got relationships, you got friendships, and sometimes it's not exciting, your day-to-day life, but you can find a lot of things to write about, I think, in just the normal day-to-day. And one of the things that you can do is listen to everything. Listen to all kinds of music. Don't just listen to like whatever your normal style is. Try something else. Try something weird that you wouldn't normally like. If you don't like, one time I was looking around, like, I don't normally listen to a ton of like new, like, I don't listen to any like newer blues music, but I started looking in the old stuff, and it was real cool. I don't go to a restaurant before a show. Because I don't know. It's like show time. It's like getting ready to work, but you're all like, ooh, amped up. So, not really. I kind of like, don't do that. Let me see. Spotify or Pandora, I use Apple Music. But I don't really do that. I still buy records. And even online, I can still buy them on iTunes, which is sort of weird for, I guess, most people. But yeah, I'll do the Apple Music. Let me see here. I think everybody gets like some sort of writer's block, but it's really just like insecurity getting in the way. And you got to kind of try to shut that out. It's like, you got to be able to write the bad stuff first, and then you'll get to the good stuff. That's the way, I think, forward. I mean, I'm not the only one that said that. I got that advice from other people. Let's see. I changed your mind on Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson's pretty good. Jack Johnson's a great surfer too. If you ever want to investigate that, you could see. I think he's all right. Let me see. Do I think artists will turn against Spotify? I don't know that. What do you think? I think that they don't have a choice. That's what I think. Let me see. Favorite season? Fall. I love that fall. I like summer too, though, but I like fall. I didn't say I don't like all new blues. Just I don't listen to it that often. There's some things that I like. I think that are great. Let me see here. I don't know here. Yeah, it's a good one. Let me see. If I could choose anyone to go on tour with, Tom Waits. I love Tom Waits. That's what I would definitely go on tour with Tom Waits. I love him. Favorite Lucero song? There's a lot of Lucero songs I like. I'm not sure what the favorite would be. Tough. That's a tough call. Too tough to say. I couldn't even say my favorite album, whether it would be Nobody's Darlings or Tennessee or there's too many to choose. My kids, they're a little bit, they like to dance. Are they musically inclined? I don't know yet. They're young, but they like they like playing and singing and making up songs, and they like to dance though. That's what they love. I am a musician. Yes, I am. My name's Brian Fallon. I'm a musician. Hello. Let's see here. And then, why didn't I go live on my own page? Because I was asked by my friends at Brixton to go live on their page. People are crazy. Let's see. My favorite English soccer team? You mean football? Yeah. Well, I'm married to an English person, so Tottenham Hotspurs, that's her hometown team. So I gotta like it. And then, do I like American Aquarium? Yeah, I do. We're friends on Twitter, but I guess that makes us friends in real life too, because we do go back and forth. So, yeah. Yeah, I would say friends. I don't know if the world needs that. My rescheduled tour dates definitely happen. You can't know for sure. You can't know the future. I hope so, but I hope that they will. They'll happen as put. I mean, the next time is in July. That's the July. I think like the middle of July is the first date that's scheduled right now. So hopefully things get tightened up. But you gotta stay inside. Everybody's got to stay inside. Stop going out and meeting. In the wherever they're doing that. A bunch of people just got arrested the other week for having a party, which I don't know. Do I think that Carole Baskin did it? I'm not sure. That was a wild show. Too wild for me. I don't know. Let me see. What are the odds of me doing a gospel album of my favorite songs? Pretty good, actually, because I grew up on gospel music. My mom played me nothing but hymns when I was a kid. Hymns and, well, not nothing but hymns. It was hymns and Bob Dylan all day long. And so there's a chance that favorite Dave Hoss song real quick. Yeah, Shaky Jesus. But I like the piano version and the acoustic version. So yeah, there's a good chance I'll do a gospel album. Why not, right? I don't know. Let me see. I love the Smiths. I love the Smiths a lot. Do I like the Smiths? Love them. Can I just tour with Greg Dooley already? I gotta. I'm not the only one that's in this decision. I gotta get Greg to agree to it, and then we gotta get him to find tour dates. And right now we're not even going. Nobody's going anywhere. So we gotta see. But I'm a giant Afghan Wigs fan. I love Greg Dooley. He's been nice to me on Twitter. What did I eat for breakfast? I didn't eat breakfast, to be honest with you. I've been working all day. Tallest Man on Earth's great band. And Black Crowes, favorite Black Crowes album. Southern Harmony might be my favorite, but Shake Your Moneymaker's killer. Let's see. I should play in Edmonton. Canada is more than Toronto. You should probably go look at my past tour dates. I think I may have been in more Canadian cities than you have. Let's see. Would I play at Gov Ball? I don't know. It would depend on if it was like if they wanted me there, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't want to play anywhere that wouldn't suit my audience. Like if I was playing quiet music, probably not. Like I don't think so. I don't think that's a festival vibe at like the daytime, but I don't know. And I'm not big enough to play at nighttime, so I don't know. But I mean, sure. Like if they asked me and it was like if it worked out for both of us, then yeah, why not? Let me see. Somebody's asking me, are the Goo Goo Dolls cool? Yes or no? You decide. Well, you don't need me to tell you what to think. They canceled Gov Ball. Yeah, no, I know they canceled Gov Ball, but I'm talking. But hopefully they didn't cancel it for the next 10 years. I would love to tour with Social D again. Tell Mike to ask me. Say throw a bone over here. Next time he goes on tour, be like, call up B Foul. He'll go pump that audience up. Tell him how hard you hit that punching bag. That's what I'll do. I'll be the hype man for Social D for life. And let's see. Netflix recommendations. Check out Ozark. It's good. And then, let's see. Massachusetts. I like Massachusetts. I don't have a favorite SNL skit. I don't know. SNL. It's fine. I'm not like against it. I just don't really. It's okay. Let's see. How did I get into working on amps? I just like amps, and I like the sound of them. And actually, to tell you the truth, you know what? This is how I got into amps. When I was on tour, in the early days, we didn't have techs or anybody like that. So, if an amp went down during a show, that was it. Your show was done. Because sometimes you couldn't borrow an amp, and that was it. So I learned to fix them. And but I had gone to audio electronics school when I was like right out of high school. And so, I learned to fix my own amps and maintain them and like fix my own guitars and stuff like that. So that's why I did that. And then that sort of got me on a path of like trying things out and, doing different kind of things. And then I got into building them and I did that. So, but I just love amplifiers. I love them. So, all right, we're getting down to the wire here. I got a few more minutes, but I'll answer a couple more questions with you. And then I haven't. I do watch Yellowstone with my friend Ryan Bingham, and I do like it. And I keep hoping that they don't kill him. So in the show, I love that one. Let's see. There's a series. Maybe I'll check it out. There's 100. Use Google. You just Google it. I talk about it a lot. You got to Google that. I talk about that all over the place. I don't know about that. Matthew Ryan and we're good friends. We'll probably play shows forever. And I don't see a need for that. I don't have a real one, like a real 59 Bassman. Somebody's saying I don't have a real one. I just have like one that. Right now I have a Bandmaster. That old one is the old Bassman is gone out to pasture. So I will Gossip Girl. Love Gossip Girl. What's the food I bought the most during lockdown? Probably I don't even know, pasta, rice, something like that. Let me see. Do I have to go through a workout program to get ready for tour? So it's not like I have to specifically get ready for tour. Um, and that, well, have I noticed that? They're asking me if one of my songs sounds like another song. Yeah, the intro does. It didn't when I had a bunch of stuff on there originally. Like I had all these sounds, and then like when I took it away, I just left the resonator there, and then it was the same chord progression. So it kind of sounds similar, but the rest of it is the rest of them. And that's when they split off, and then they don't really. So that's how it came. But I just decided to leave it. It didn't bother me at all, and now I think that it's cool. It's like, sister songs. I think lots of people do that. Like you probably have tons of band. You write 100 songs that are on records. You're probably gonna get the same chord progression once or twice. Thank you for. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking the music that I've done. So somebody said on High Lonesome, did I have to pay a royalty for quoting a Counting Crows line? I did not, because it's not long enough. It's not long enough of a thing. Like it's not like, oh, I didn't use the same music and I changed the word a little bit. So I didn't have to like worry about any of that, like paying royalties or anything like that. And also it wouldn't be like it was like a nod. Like I got that a lot from hip hop music where they would give nods to other artists and just kind of mention them in there. Like I think if somebody would have hit me up and been like, yo, you got to owe royalties, I just would have clipped it and wrote a different lyric. So let me see here. Oh, I hit something here where I could type back. I don't even remember that. Did I work in a grocery store? I did not work at a grocery store. I worked in a grocery store, I worked in a deli once, not a grocery store. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get going. Thank you very much for signing on. Thank you to Brixton for having me. And I'm Brian Fallon. And I'm at The Brian Fallon on Instagram. And I'll be doing lots of things online and doing all kinds of... There's too much to even mention. I'm staying busy. But thank you very much for coming on here. And thank you for having me. And thank you to Schulte for putting this together. And hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And I'm going to go get dinner. All right. Bye-bye.